body alignment. So we're going to see that in some faces. So if anyone wants to come up and have a couple of, we'll get a few different shapes. Okay, come on up. Did you want back there? Oh, wonderful. Sure. That's what you came here for, right? Foot point. Wonderful. Okay, let's give them, everyone throw them a kiss just for moi. Okay, so what are you playing billiards pools down there or what? Usually men do that. I always say they're playing pocket billiards. 2 balls in a cue. Did you get it? Okay, what's your name, sir?
Patrick.
Patrick. Wonderful. So you've straightened out your feet a bit. Body up. There, a little better. There we go. Okay, first thing we do when we read a face, if we just come around this way a bit, just for the camera. So, yeah, I'm getting used to this too. So, it's the first time we've done global live streaming. I've got a lot of people on the line here. So the first thing we do is we cut your head off and put it on a table. And
sounds lovely.
Yeah, sounds lovely. We ask that you don't try it at home because structure equals performance. So we want to see if you're around, it's going to roll over and over and over. If it's a square block, it's going to be there in 3 weeks from now. So it's all sacred geometry. That's what bone structure, the blueprint of your soul is your bone structure, and that you're built for a certain purpose. They didn't screw up on the other side. They sent you in the right vehicle to the right DNA for the right purpose. They did screw up on one thing, though. They forgot to send you with the manual, so they sent it to us. So, first thing what I see with you is that you're quite rectangular up on top, so you have a lot of high ideals, and you like to, we call it somewhat of a humanitarian face, and you like to aspire to higher things in life. But when it comes down here in the emotional and in the physical, you're a lot more practical. Let's not just talk about it, let's actually do it. So you have more of a practical way of thinking even about emotions and about the physical, working with people. If you're going to talk about a garden, you're not going to sit there and plan it all out. You'd rather, let's go start digging. Like, what are we doing sitting here talking? So lots of tension in your jaw, though. You see that through there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you push yourself a lot, too. We also have what's really standing out for me. You've got quite a straight up and down forehead. So it tells me that you're one of the visionaries of the world. You have a lot of, in your imagination. You have a great imagination. And it's all about vision. Yeah. You have you see the vision of what this world could be. But we're not there yet. That's the future. That's why imagination's in the future. So you've got quite an M-shaped hairline in through here, and it tells me that you mull things over and over and over and over again in the memory lobe of the brain, and which creates the self-doubt. So the creative mind says, the left brain says, or right brain says, let's go do this, this, and this, and the analytical side, no, but remember, it's supposed to be done this way. So you're still listening to mom and dad maybe chattering in the background. So what I suggest, and I did bring wax, is just to wax this off. Get rid of this. It's right in the temples. Yeah, don't shave it. Shaving just breaks it off. It's just a tiny bit in through here. What often happens, even with men, if you continue it, yeah, it's gray. And a lot of women, it's usually just baby fuzz anyway. It's not even good stuff, not even hair really. Especially on this side, like this side, you have an extreme creative side. Just that self-doubt stops it. And I would even take off this tiny little peek in through here, because it's like putting a boulevard in between the left and right brain, because they're arguing. So what I find with a lot of men, their hair will actually start to grow back on this receding on either side. It starts to fill back in, and they take more action in what they want to do. So that's a real suggestion for you. And yeah, you've got beautiful eyebrows, bushy eyebrows, quite bushy. And eyebrows is throat chakra, so it's all about enthusiasm. And when you do something, you do it with a lot of enthusiasm. And the brown of your eyes tells me you also do it with a lot of passion, but also warm compassion at the same time. It's not where.
You're wonderful. This is lovely.
Yes, well, but nobody understood you like this before. So yeah, the black eyes, the darker the brown eyes, just because we were talking about many different colors here, when they're really dark, almost black eyes, like a Latina lover, while they have lots of passion but less compassion. Yours are more the soft, warm, it's the feelings of compassion. Where if someone's got blue eyes, it's more the consciousness of compassion. They were born with it. A compassionate way of thinking. You've got a very compassionate way of feeling.
What about gray eyes?
Gray eyes? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, they're seen through.
What about gray eyes? What about gray eyes?
Well, that would be grayscale. So it's not, things aren't too colorful. So someone's eyes can get quite gray when they're not seen in Technicolor. When things, it's not quite black and white, everything's just gray. I find it a lot in people that are starting to get depressed and stuff. It depends what color the eyes are, but you can go into cooler and you can see it in the eyes where they're losing their luster or their color in life, hues in life. Yeah. Yeah. So people's eyes can shift between someone even warm blue to a cool and calculating blue, depends where they're at. So blue eyes, I often say, it's like the ocean or like the sky. The warmer the color, the green-blue eyes is warm.
My eyes will sometimes go really quite green. What would that?
Green is all about courage and fire. When when you feel really courageous, some of the green will come out then too. Yeah. Green is all about fire and courage and curiosity. We'll do that too. So you got a beautiful nose. You got quite a ball at the end, which is really nice. And so that ball tells me that you're extremely loyal and honest by nature. I'd buy a used car from you any day. You tell me everything wrong with it. Yeah, there you go. So also quite perked ears. You got. I'm just picking out a couple of things, and I'm going fairly light here, so because we're in public. But this ear is quite coming forward. It's perked a little bit more than this one. Have you noticed that?
I was told by a young child that I have ears like an elf.
Like an elf.
Like an elf. She pointed it out at me, and ever since then, I've noticed that I have pointy elfin-like ears. So
well, did you know one is perked a little bit more on one side than the other? How long have you had those ears?
Oh, for a long time.
It's amazing how we don't even see our own equipment. Takes a complete stranger to be able to tell you who you are, right? I mean, and these are beautiful qualities, aren't they?
Well, yeah,
exactly.
Lovely.
Well, the pointedness in the ear tells me that you like to listen to your brilliant mind too. And like Spock, is they're pointing right. So does Bill Clinton's ears; they point right up. But you also have it's quite stable in the emotional zone of the face, because this is mental, emotional, and physical zone. I mean, that's what I'm reading. Anyone can read. Anyone can learn. I've got 11-year-olds doing face reading in their schools. They get it real easy. Earlobes are attached. So it also tells me that in your DNA is genetic coding, is that in the family unit, don't let the neighbors know anything about our emotional garbage that's going on in the house. Like contain things, control, and don't let anyone see what's going on, really what's going on. You have beautiful lips, and big bow in through here tells me you're very nurturing and intuitive by nature. And he's got these little bit of a turn up on the side. You know, the mouse turns up here.
A turn up?
Turn up. Yeah. He's like the Joker from Batman. He's a little bit mischievous sometimes, and he likes to make quirky little jokes. And that would go along with his elf ears, right? Yeah, he likes to play little tricks. But lots of cheekiness. Look at his cheeks. Those are breasts.
Really? Excellent. Good.
Because the cheekbones is your ambition, but when the flesh comes, when they're nice and fleshy, then a person will achieve their ambition, but they will do it nurturing and kindly, not someone that has very strong cheekbones but no flesh on it. They would do it dogmatically. Nothing would stop them, no matter who they hurt. But you would never hurt a soul. But get that mouth going, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll get her on that one. Okay, he looks a lot better already. Understood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so.
And you've got these nice lines. You're going to develop that second line there too, is that you will do lots of great things in your life. Yeah, when you have lots to smile about, the second cheek lines come in. We want all these lines. Lift your eyebrows a bit. Yeah. Lift your eyebrows more, because your eyebrows are, I was going to say that earlier, you've got quite straight eyebrows. So how would you say bright idea?
Bright idea.
Bright idea. Bright idea. Eyebrows. How about bright? Lift your eyebrows. Bright.
Bright idea.
Bright.
There you go.
Doesn't a kid say bright idea? And it's lifting the idea out of you and giving your brain something to do. Now go figure it out. That's what the brain is there. It's a hard drive. That intuition is coming from here. It's coming from your genital area. That's your passion. You want to bring that out to grow through you. We create and procreate in that area.